Your hand has hovered there more than once tonight. Over the message, over the decision, over the sharp words you are tempted to send because silence has started to feel unbearable. Dear heart, you are tired of being misunderstood. You are weary from replaying what happened, from writing speeches in your mind, from imagining how it would feel to finally say everything at once. Part of you wants relief. Part of you wants justice. Part of you wants to hurt less by making sure someone else understands what they did to you. Beloved, slow down with me for a moment. This urge in you is not coming from nowhere. It comes from bruised places. It rises from disappointment, from feeling dismissed, from carrying too much pain without enough tenderness around it. You have been telling yourself, if I do not speak now, I will keep swallowing this. You have been thinking, if I do not act tonight, I will lose my chance. You have also feared that if you wait, you will look weak, or foolish, or easy to ignore. Precious one, I know how real that pressure feels. When your heart is inflamed, speed can look like strength. Reaction can look like clarity. But not every strong feeling is a true signal to move. Some feelings are asking to be honored, not obeyed. My child, hear me carefully. You are about to do something you may wish you had not done. Not because your pain is false, not because your voice does not matter, not because you must keep absorbing what wounded you, but because this moment is hot with injury, and heat can make everything look urgent. What feels necessary tonight may feel different when morning touches it. Loved one, there is a difference between honesty and release without wisdom. There is a difference between finally speaking and speaking from the deepest cut. There is a difference between setting a boundary and striking back so your hurt has somewhere to go. You do not have to deny your anger to be guided well. You do not have to pretend you are calm when you are not. But you do need to know what is driving you before you hand it the wheel. Sweet soul, you have been standing at a crossroads inside yourself. One path offers immediate discharge, a quick message, a hard goodbye, a choice made while your chest is tight and your thoughts are racing. The other path looks slower, and because it is slower, it seems less powerful. But slowness is not weakness. Often it is protection. Often it is the space where truth separates itself from wounded impulse. Dear heart, I am not here to scold you. I am here to spare you an extra layer of sorrow. You have already been hurt. You do not need the added ache of looking back tomorrow and realizing you handed your pain a microphone. Sometimes what is about to be regretted is not the feeling, it is the timing. Sometimes it is not the desire to speak, it is the state of the soul while speaking. Sometimes it is not the ending itself, it is the way you choose to bring that ending about. Beloved, you are not bad for wanting to act. You are overwhelmed. You are raw. You are carrying words that have been piling up for longer than you admit, and now they all want out at once. I know. But all words released in urgency do not lead to peace. Some only leave wreckage behind, even when they contain pieces of truth. My dear one, there are things you can say later with clean strength that would become tangled if said now. There are decisions that may still be right tomorrow, next week, or soon enough, but they do not need to be sealed in the middle of this storm inside you. If it is truly right, it will still be right when your pulse softens. If it is truly necessary, it will remain necessary after the first wave passes. This matters more than you realize, because the enemy of wise action is often not ignorance. It is agitation. It is the feeling that something must happen this instant or you will disappear. Precious one, you are not disappearing. Your worth is not hanging on this one response. Your dignity does not depend on how quickly you deliver your reaction. You do not become more powerful by being first, sharpest, or hardest to wound. Real strength is often quiet enough to wait until truth can speak without borrowing the voice of injury. Loved one, consider what you are really needing beneath this urgency. Do you need to be heard? Do you need clarity? Do you need to protect what remains tender in you? Do you need to stop hoping for something that keeps tearing you open? These needs are not shameful. They are human. And when you name the real need, you stop asking a rushed choice to do work it cannot do. A late-night message cannot heal betrayal. A cutting sentence cannot restore your peace. One dramatic decision cannot instantly quiet the ache of being let down. It may give a burst of release, yes, but release is not always relief. Dear heart, this is why I am drawing near to the part of you that feels cornered. You have been hurt enough to believe that hesitation always costs you, that if you do not act fast, someone else will control the story, that if you do not make the first move, you will once again be left powerless. But pause with me here. Power is not proved by impulsive action. Sometimes power looks like closing the screen, setting down the phone, walking away from the conversation until your inner ground feels steady again. Sometimes power is the refusal to make permanent choices from temporary emotional weather. Beloved, there is wisdom in waiting for your soul to come back into the room. Right now, your hurt is speaking loudly. It has reasons. It has memories. It has evidence. But it is not the whole of you. There is also your deeper self, the one that longs to move without self-betrayal, the one that does not want to become cruel just because cruelty has touched you, the one that desires truth, not only release, the one that will have to live with whatever you do next. My child, if you continue without stopping, you may wound something in yourself that you are trying to defend. That is the hidden sorrow of these moments. You think you are protecting your heart by acting quickly. Yet if the action comes from your most inflamed place, you may later discover that what you protected was only your pride, while your peace paid the price. This is not condemnation. This is care. I want more for you than the brief satisfaction of being understood for 5 minutes and restless for 5 days. I want more for you than the illusion of control followed by the heaviness of replaying your own words. I want your choices to fit the person you truly are, not just the wound that is throbbing tonight. Sweet soul, you do not need to silence yourself forever. There may indeed be a conversation to have. There may indeed be a line to draw. There may indeed be a departure that is overdue. I am not asking you to remain where you are harmed. I am asking you not to confuse urgency with wisdom. A door can be closed without being slammed. There is a way to protect your heart without scattering pieces of it across the threshold. My dear one, think of the aftermath, not to frighten you, to ground you. Will this action bring clarity or more confusion? Will it honor your values or only discharge your pain? Will it make tomorrow easier or fill it with fresh shame, explanations, and another layer of grief? These are tender questions. They are not meant to trap you. They are meant to help you hear what your deeper knowing has been whispering beneath the noise. Loved one, you have ignored that whisper before. You know the feeling, that small tightening inside, that faint hesitation you tried to outrun, that inner nudge saying, "Not like this, not now," and afterward you recognized it. You saw that the warning was not there to stop your truth. It was there to protect your timing. This is one of those moments. Not every open mouth is freedom. Not every final message is closure. Not every dramatic ending is healing. Some things only seem relieving because they promise an immediate end to tension. But dear heart, ending tension and ending wisely are not the same thing. Precious one, you have permission to wait until your mind is clearer and your body is less charged. You have permission to step back without abandoning yourself. You have permission to tell the truth later in cleaner language. You have permission to take one night without making a forever choice. That pause is not cowardice. It is care. It is maturity growing roots. It is self-respect refusing to be rushed. Beloved, I want to show you what is really happening inside this temptation. You are trying to escape helplessness. That is why speed feels good. That is why final words feel powerful. That is why sudden choices seem like relief. But helplessness is not healed by haste. It is healed when you remember you are not trapped inside this moment. You can choose later. You can speak later. You can leave later, if leaving is needed. You can respond from a steadier place, and anything worth saying will gain strength, not lose it, when spoken from there. Dear heart, be kind to the wounded part of you. It is exhausted. It is trying to keep you safe the only way it knows. It learned long ago that quick reaction can feel like protection, that sharpness can feel like armor, that being the first to detach can feel safer than risking one more disappointment. Thank that part for trying to help, but do not make it your only guide. It knows how to survive. It does not always know how to bring peace. My child, your life is too precious to be steered by every surge of pain. You were made for something steadier, for choices that leave your spirit intact, for words that do not require hours of cleanup afterward, for endings, when endings are necessary, that do not force you to become someone you do not respect. This is one of the ways I care for you. I interrupt the rush. I meet you at the edge of reaction. I place a hand on what is trembling in you and say, "Beloved, stay here with me a little longer." Sweet soul, the relief you need may not come from sending, posting, quitting, or cutting off tonight. The relief you need may begin when you realize you do not have to obey the first wave. Waves rise, waves break, waves pass, and after they pass, the shoreline of truth is easier to see. Wait for that shoreline. Wait for what remains when the emotional water is not crashing over everything. There, you will know more clearly what is yours to say, what is yours to leave, what is yours to keep. My dear one, if tomorrow you still need to speak plainly, you may. If tomorrow the boundary still stands, keep it. If tomorrow the relationship still shows itself to be unsafe, you do not need to pretend otherwise. Delaying reaction does not erase reality. It simply gives reality a cleaner voice. That is a mercy. Loved one, I would rather see you move slowly in truth than quickly in turmoil. I would rather hold you through one restless night than watch you create a fresh wound trying to escape this one. You have done enough out of pressure, enough from fatigue, enough from the fear that if you did not act fast, you would lose yourself. Come away from that old pattern now, not with force, with gentleness. Precious one, place no shame on yourself for being this stirred up. What happened mattered. What was said mattered. What was withheld also mattered. Of course you are affected. Of course your thoughts are racing. Of course part of you wants something immediate. Your feelings make sense. But sense-making is not the same as surrendering your next move to them. Dear heart, I do not need you to be perfectly calm before I can guide you. I meet you right here, in the shaking, in the anger, in the ache, and even here there is a wise path. Even here there is room for your dignity. Even here, there is a way forward that does not deepen the bruise you already carry. Beloved, tonight may simply be for staying still enough that harm does not multiply. That is already meaningful. That is already strength. That is already a form of protection. You do not have to solve the whole situation before sleep. You do not have to craft the perfect response while exhausted. You do not have to decide the full future while your heart is clenched. Sometimes the holiest thing you can do in a hard moment is postpone the damage. Sweet soul, I am not taking your voice away. I am helping you keep it clean. I am not denying your anger. I am guarding it from turning into something that scorches you too. I am not telling you that nothing must change. I am reminding you that change born in peace usually lasts longer than change born in a spike of hurt. My child, later may still hold hard conversations. Later may still ask for courage. Later may still require a firm decision. But later, if you stay tender and honest, will carry less chaos, and you will be grateful for that. Not because delay solves everything, but because restraint saved you from adding your own avoidable sorrow to an already painful night. So rest now, dear heart. Not every silence is surrender. Not every pause is weakness. Some pauses are sacred protection. Some silences are where wisdom lays its hand over a trembling mouth until the heart softens enough to speak truth without spilling harm. Dear one, set this moment down for a while. The answer does not have to be born in agitation. The next step does not need to be chosen under the weight of exhaustion. You can return to it when light comes, when your body settles, when your thoughts are less crowded. And when you do, I will still be near. Precious one, nothing true will be lost by one night of restraint. What is real can endure a pause. What is necessary will remain. What is wise will become easier to recognize when the rush has loosened its grip on you. Until then, come into the quiet. Leave the unsent words where they are for now. Let the room grow still around you. I am with you, keeping watch over what is tender, until peace returns enough for the morning. Amen. Beloved family, these messages are created with prayer, care, and sincere dedication. We continue this mission with faith each day. If you feel led to support this ministry, you can find the support link in the description and in the comment box below. May God bless your life with peace and